Hello, I am Phil.
And I am Nick.
And welcome to this kind of out-of-season programming update. Because we've got... I don't want to over-egg it. Is this a big announcement or is this just an announcement?
It's a huge announcement.
Okay, it's a huge announcement. But if anyone has been following this via our YouTube channel, you'll know that the channel has always historically been the Hadoink channel, because it's the channel I made when I was like 14.
Hadoink's in the bin.
Way to
I'm being your hype man for this, by the way.
Way to jump right to the end of my sentence there. But as Nick correctly stated, we've decided today that we're going to change kind of all the channels around. So part of this is because we wanted some more consistent branding across everything. And as much as it is, the lovely username that I set up when I was a teenager, Hadoink doesn't really mean anything.
No, it don't.
Let's not beat around the bush any longer. So, as you'll probably noticed from the user, or possibly the new logo, if iTunes or whatever has updated the podcast logo, we are now the Holoprojectors, or THP as it says across our logo. This was in part because we do a lot of Star Wars stuff, or sci-fi stuff. We've done things on Doctor Who in the past, we've done stuff in Star Wars, and we want to just kind of lean into that, build on that, because one of our shows, which we'll give an update on in a bit, is literally about Star Wars. So the Holoprojectors, whilst it's going to have a sci-fi slant, it is still going to be film, TV and gaming content. And there's some changes to the shows as well, which is where I expertly pass over to Nick to talk about Not My Star Wars.
So, Not My Star Wars is also in the bin. Get it out of here, because after a bit of we had to think about it and some of the negative connotations that come from that. There's this movement on Twitter, all Star Wars is Star Wars. Of course it is. All Star Wars is good Star Wars.
I want to actually note here that when Nick sent me the pitch document for Not My Star Wars, I highlighted the title and said, "Do you think people are going to get it?"
I'm
and
editing.
Nick said,
I'm editing this video, don't you?
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's changing to a new name and a new sort of branding. That's going to go under Holoprojectors Presents Beggars Canyon, which is obviously a play on Beggars Canyon, where we will continue. It will be exactly the same premise. We'll continue to explore the stuff that isn't in Star Wars lore and see whether it should make it back into the Disney canon. So yes, there'll be a re-upload of the pilot episode, Kenobi, but there's also going to be 4 more episodes in this season, and then future seasons are being planned as well for the future. Back over to you.
As you'll be relieved to know, the Cynical Optimists hasn't been thrown out in the rebrand. It's becoming the Holoprojectors Presents the Cynical Optimists, but the only real change is that we're going to be plugging different stuff at the end of each episode. The Cynical Optimists it has some nice new branding, which I think is very clean. But outside of that, it will be coming back for another 15 episode season over the next year. The first 8 will be starting in November, and then the back 7 will be next summer. So it'll be much the same as we've done previous years. This is season 6, which is, my god. I think this might make it it's very soon going to become both the longest running thing I've worked on in terms of both episode numbers and years, which is quite kind of crazy. But yeah, there's not really much more to say about Synopt. But also, with this rebrand, one of the things that I was very keen on, there was always this question of, we've done Let's Plays in the past, and we wanted a place for those Let's Plays as well. And actually, when we talked about it, we decided what we would be best to do is to give them a home of their own. So, alongside the Holoprojectors is launching today, or launching Monday, I guess, the Holoprojectors Arcade, which is a dedicated gaming channel, which I haven't had in a while. So part of this is that all the old stuff will be moving over first, so that after the first 3 months, all the Let's Plays will be in one place. And for kind of the more curated shows and discussion content would be on the Holoprojectors. So what you'll see over the next few weeks is that videos will start disappearing from the Holoprojectors as they move. we've also got new stuff coming. So for stuff from Nick and I, we're going to be playing A Way Out, which is like the prison escape game, which is specifically designed to be co-op, where we need to work together to escape from prison, which has been fun to record so far. So that I expect will start near the end of November, once all the old stuff has moved over. And also from a GBK point of view, just to plug my other hat, if that makes sense. We'll have a Hat in Time DLC will be starting the same time as A Way Out, and then it will be immediately followed up by Shovel Knight's Shovel of Hope campaign. Part of this as well, we've started a Twitch page, which is just Holoprojectors, if you want to follow us. And we've got some plans for that. Shall I do my plans first?
Do your plans.
So, because Nick believes in giving me easy things to do for projects, and to be fair, I do this to him all the time, so I'm just eating humble pie here. We've decided that one of my episodes for Beggars Cannon Season 1 will be Knights of the Old Republic, a game which I've never played, and is 30 hours long. And I would invite everyone to come join me, because I'll be doing it completely blind. I'll be doing a few test streams to make sure my computer's all up together and can do it over the next few weeks. Yeah, and there may be some other games around there. It really depends on how much the Twitch takes off as part of this whole package. So yeah, that's everything that's coming in the near future. We've got more plans beyond this, but this is kind of like the headlines. So obviously, let us know what you think. You can tweet at us at brand new Twitter handles. What? So in line with giving up the Hadowink channel, I'm retiring it across everything. So even on other projects where I use my username, I'm retiring it as a username. For Twitter in particular, you can now find me at HoloPhill.
You could find me at HoloNick,
which is a repurposed Not My Star Wars Twitter account. Just to, if you already follow Not My Star Wars, you're fine.
Yes. And
the Synot podcast Twitter will now become the general Twitter for the Holoprojectors, because it just made sense to have kind of almost like a single, the whole thing was to make everything more in sync. So it makes sense to just have the Holoprojectors and then both our personals as well, which link into it. And then all the new details on shows and all our content will all be through the at Holoprojectors. And there's an Instagram as well. What? I'm doing so many segues today. Nick, you manage the Instagram.
I do indeed. That will still be under at Holoprojectors as well.
Anyway, I think I've forgotten anything. I
don't think so. We might occasionally as well be adding some little stuff to the main Holoprojectors YouTube channel. We've got an idea for a couple of originals, but that's all a bit of a preview, a bit of a sneak peek into the future at the moment.
These are your first steps. These are our first steps.
Yes.
On a brand new journey. There we go.
Yes.
Nailed it. Nick, edit out the bits I didn't nail. And we invite you to join us along. I think it's going to be really good. But until then, I've been Phill.
And I've been Nick. Bonus episode.
See you soon.
Bye.